single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way. Every single day I'm gonna make something great. That's my way.
Everybody, hi FLOSSTUBE. Welcome back to my channel, Cross Stitcher AK. My name is Agne. Today I'm going to show you my weekly update. It will be a quick update because I didn't stitch much because I was working a lot, and I participate in a challenge where I get random number. So I have a couple whips where I put the numbers on them, and I get a random number to stitch for a week. So I got this lovely Dimensions Gold Collection, A Wreath of Roses by Lena Lou, and I stitched that for a week. Then I decided that I want to participate in another project, the one that adds on 500 stitches every month. So I decided that I will enter that with the 3 whips. So this one is one of them, and I did stitch a lot. I mean, you've seen the last time it was just a little bit above the pink big rose, and well, some of that on this side as well. So it would be, I stitched a bit like that last week. So I filled up here, all that, I fill it up, and then just over there. So it's done over a week. What I was going to say, it's just the 7 days I've got for this project. So what I was hoping that maybe I will finish another half when I participate next month, because next month I will need 3,000 stitches on this one. So I might finish up to here, because the half stitches not counting as the full cross. So a lot of half stitches will be here. So 2 half stitches go making 1 cross stitch. So I obviously, if I have 3,000 half stitches, so I have to do 6,000 of them. Anyways, I will be doing this part to go up to half, because here is up to half already. So it's just few stitches here short to make that half, and I have to do a bit of ribbons here, because they will be up to half as well. They should be there somewhere. It's not easy to go with this project, because it's 3 strands, a few blends, and half stitches, they look kind of the same to me. It's like 3 different half stitches, and they just blend in one. And well, I didn't do any French knots or lazy daisies yet, and I didn't do much back stitch on that side, so I just did those of a back stitch just a little bit here. I didn't do anywhere here where I was hoping to do, but probably entering the next month's project I will do all that back stitch, and just then I will go on with the stitches. What else about this one? The chart is really hard. Here I actually would have made a mistake already. Over there you can see probably this part over here, that's the full stitches and that's the half stitches around, but on the chart is actually green dots and the black dots, and they look kind of the same to me, and I nearly made a mistake. So I do stitch that one, and I check up with the program, well, it's app on the phone called Cross Stitch Saga. So that's why I didn't make a mistake. I do understand that all them files, the ones that go on internet, like XSD, they are not legal and all, but I did pay for this kit already, and I paid a lot. It was €70. So I kind of decided that okay, I'm just gonna do by that saga. It's not like I'm passing along or something. So it's a little bit easier because the chart is not the easiest one. The new reef, the one that came out now, so has the usually met in dimensions kits, like it's a chart with probably the same colors as well, the same symbols as well, but they do have the key itself, it's all in a table like usual kits. So I would say that one is a bit easier than the old. As I mentioned, this one is 1997, so it's pretty much old kit. Why, it's like 22 years this design on sale and everything, so it's pretty much old and pretty much primitive, all them roses and everything, but in general it's okay, it looks good, and I hope after backstitch it will look much better. So so I didn't do the backstitch anywhere here. I will try my best to do probably first week of March, that I would go along with the challenge with already this part finished. So that's it for this lovely stitching. I like the fabric, it's even weave, and it's pretty much thick, so the stitches go on like laying like really nicely in some parts where the blending, of course, the blend wouldn't look nice on the photos or videos, so but it does look nice in the real, like when I look at it. And the magnets, the ones I made myself from polymer clay. So that's that. The second one, the one I stitched, and I entered the challenge as well, where with the 500 stitches add-on, cross after cross, how they called. So I did stitch everything, and already I gave an update on this one on Facebook group, and I just love the way it turns out. I didn't do the backstitch here. I didn't do the backstitch here somewhere. And I don't think so that they are here, but I know that the backstitch line going around this one as well, so I'll see if I'll do that at all. But I'll see actually later on, but maybe, I don't know. So that's that. I finished the part over here. I didn't show you last week, like all finished. So it's I finished all them. That's the Karen water lilies going into this part, and I finished everything up to half. So I need a couple stitches in white here and 169 over here, and it will be done. So maybe I'll do the everything up to top before I go on with the next month's challenge. And the backstitch here, I said that probably it's now there is no point to do the backstitch here now, so because anyway them threads will be just hanging around and in the way then after I do the rest of the stitching, so I'll do this after. And I did all that part over here, so it was just a little bit here done. So I did all that part up to the top, and here all the stitches are on top. I don't put any beads on that. I didn't sew them on because well, I was afraid about the fabric, as I mentioned before in the previous videos. Like this fabric is pretty much like stiff, how to say, and I'm afraid that it's gonna just be destroyed, or because of that frame the beads themselves can be destroyed. So I hope that it will fit in my Q-snap when I finish them. So as you see here is up to half, and it's pretty much big. And I don't know how to show, well, it's my phone, Samsung phone S6. So as you see, it's pretty much big, and it's still just a half, so another half is on top. I stitched this one by original chart. I did divide that in two, and but I do count that on the Cross Stitch Saga app as well, because I need to know the stitches, and well, it's easy. I don't stitch by that one. I just mark the stitches, the ones I did, that I could actually just count the stitches, the ones I have to show in challenge. And I did a little bit summer. I had only these. These are very first stitches, the ones I did on this design. Oh, sugar. And I did this one as well, and the rest of the stitches. So it's them stitches were the very first ones on this design. So that's the summer here. It doesn't look really summery. I kind of was hoping, like, you know, the lovely reddish colors and so on, but it is blue. It's actually, I can show you the preview. I think I showed that only once. So the summer would look like this. It's a lot of stuff over here, and I did like that, and a lot of beads, and well, the dress is lovely. I like blue. I like purple more actually, but that's more flowers over here, and it's really, how to say, it's not that summery, the one we actually used to see, where all the flowers like different colors and all, and here's all kind of white. So this looks more like summer than this one. But sure, it's a nice one. So as you see, I'm up to here, them two. So a lot of stitching gonna be on these, on top. I hope for the next month I will have this one done until half, because I will need the 3,000 stitches. So, and just count to the autumn. I hope it's gonna be enough fabric, because for some reason I left here a lot, and here is just that. So summer will be up to here. Well, then maybe it's gonna end like this. Well, it will be enough. But I'm always afraid about that there won't be enough fabric, and I don't really think that I need a lot of space for them for framing. And the framing is actually really nice on this picture. Probably I would do a bit better frame, but what's inside the mount itself, it's very nice. So that's that. A lot of stuff going into that one, as I told before. I don't know if I had a video on all the materials, but I said I'm gonna do the checkup and everything on beads and so on after I finish all the stitches. So it's a lot of beads, a lot of treasures, bugle beads. Have 5 Caron water lilies, which I love to stitch. Actually, you can see over here that here is a light blue and going up the darker, and here as well. Here will be all the beads inside, and here are the beads, and it has snowflakes, bicons, and so on. So I love this design. I was kind of afraid to stitch that. I was afraid that, you know, I'm not good enough to, like, to stitch, but it going really easy. It just, you sit and you just finish. Like, I did this one in an hour, like, by watching the videos. And honestly, I do watch the videos. It's not just I'm listening, but once in a while I definitely lift my head from the stitching and I just watch what the people talking about and what they show. And so it's not like I'm just stitching and doing nothing else. I do watch the videos, a lot of videos, and I learn every time something more and more. I'm so happy that one Latvian girl started recording videos in English. I do like her Russian videos. She stitches a lot lovely designs like Mirabilia. She finished Zelda in what, 12 days, I think so, and one mermaid in 5 days. I was like really surprised that somebody can actually do that. So I think so. Her nickname is ARRMADDA, and I think it would be easier for me just to put a link down below under this video. She just started, so just few videos there, but she showed all her finishes, well, the ones not framed, but you're definitely gonna see a lot of lovely stuff in there. I was thinking to record a video with all my finishes as well. I might actually join videos, and I will put in this one. It's not going to be on my Lithuanian video, all my finishes, but I will show you because I never showed them in my English videos. So for today, of all my whips, it's done with all them. I finished telling everything because I didn't stitch anything else, just them two. For a plan for a week, it would be my sawdust stitch sweet bears, so I have to do another layer to give a check-in in that channel challenge. So I will definitely stitch that, and probably I'm having a free week, the one that I can stitch whatever I want, because I did everything what I supposed to do for all my challenges except the sawdust stitch, the 1000 stitches. So for next week you will see a sawdust stitch and probably a little bit of these two, so Dimensions and Mirabilia, I hope. I do have a lot of work to do in work, I mean, and I will be working 5 days this week, so stitching is slowing down, because when I'm working, I'm not stitching. But tomorrow I'm working nighttime. I'm working from 6 o'clock, so I will have all day free for myself. So I hope I will finish the little sweet bears, and I will record video with my stash, because March is coming, and my box number 3, the one is with the magazines, it's huge. I mean, it is huge. I try to check all of them and try to find designs, the ones I would like to stitch now, and I'm short of sticky notes. I was going like through all them, and I found a lot of stuff, and just putting up the sticky notes and the big pile of magazines. I was thinking to get rid of them, but I do find a lot designs, the ones I want to stitch. A lot. I mean, almost each magazine I looked, I just wanted to stitch something from that. So probably that's it for plans. And my video with my stash will come out 1st of March. It will be a long one, I think. And in a minute you will see all my finishes for today, and obviously I'm not gonna show the framed ones because they are really big. I do have, I don't know, like 6 of them framed already. Some of my stitches gone to Lithuania, so I have 5 of them given away, so I won't be showing them. But I have a lot which one's not framed, and I can show you. Some of them you've seen, so I will not show them in this video because they are huge. So just the small ones I will show you in a minute. So you see now my finishes. The very first one is Mirabilia, Siren and the Shipwreck. I stitched that one on 32 count linen. It has a little bit of shiny things in it, and I did dye myself. So that's the Mirabilia. I finished that last year. That's my second Mirabilia of all. I've never stitched them before because I was afraid of all them beads and so on. So But then I just can't stop. Now I have a lot of them. Actually, I got new charts as well, so I will be stitching a lot of mermaids. So one of the mermaids, that was my second one. It has a lot of Swarovskis there, as you can see. I didn't stitch the 1/1 or 2/1 because I just decided that I'm gonna do this the way it is in the chart, and it turned out really good. I did try to stitch over 1 thread of fabric, but I didn't like it. I mean, I didn't like the way it looked, so I decided that I'm not gonna stitch like that, like ever. I'll see how it goes later on anyways. One more. That was my very first Mirabilia ever. So that's the them sisters from the Day Blue, mermaids of the Deep Blue, I think so, that's how they called. The very first Mirabilia, I stitched that on even weave, Colonial Blue, I think so, that's how it was called. I do love that design. It's just, wow, it's my very first one, and I'd say it's the very best one. Well, of course, I do stitch a lot, totally different designs, and probably I don't have that particular taste, one or another. So I just decided that I want them, and I did have a fabric. I had absolutely everything for it. So I said, why not? I'm going for it. So I do have them on the hanger for trousers, so it's easier for me to hang them in the closet. Now Svetlana Sichkar, that's her, one of the little bunnies. I just love them. I have a lot of them, but I do stitch just 2. They're not framed. This one is meant to be my kiddo's pillowcase, but we changed the pillow and now I have to do something with it, so I do have to sew something different or bigger. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. Maybe I'm just gonna cut out and frame it, but that was my very first one. It's been washed in the washing machine and nothing happened to it, and it's 25 count, I think so, even weave. It's lovely. I like them. So that's that. Then you've seen this one, Luca S, the egg. I totally don't like this anymore. Well, I started that 4 years ago and I finished now just because I wanted to finish, but I would never choose that again, I'd say. And I will be choosing a little bit more carefully all my designs, because I have 10 starts last year, 2 years ago actually, and when I saw people up stitching them and finishing them, I just decided that I don't want them anymore, so I will be choosing my designs a little bit more carefully. You see in the single rows from dimensions, you will see a little bit more dimensions than I showed in my video. So this lovely rose I just finished this year, so I won't be stopping at it long. Then I finished this one this year as well, and ooh, so much threads. I never did anything to them around, so as you see the fabric difference between them. Off the camera I see even better, because this one looks like more ivory, this one is like pure white. So yeah, they from Pana, Lighthouse and City Tram. This one I finished 2 years ago, this one I finished this year. So I didn't iron them, I just took straight away, because while I was recording the first part of a video, I just decided that I'm gonna show you, so I didn't do anything to them. That's dimensions as well. Kiss for a Snowman original kit. I did this in like a week or something. And I know that I did it in during the summer, so sorry. So people were laughing at me on Instagram that I did that during the summer. Dimensions kit as well. That was gold petites. This kit actually was really hard to do. I don't know why, but it was really hard. I was thinking that probably will be the hardest part, the flowers themselves, but believe it or not, it wasn't. It was the worst part, the very bottom one. I don't know why, but it didn't go really well to me. It was a lot of mistakes, and I had to just take all the stitches out and stitch again. But then from the half of it, it just went. So that's the design. I love the back stitch on it because it was the easiest thing to do on this one. It was so logic, and it's dimensions. It's easy, and the back stitch is amazing, and I am really happy that there are no 3/4 of stitches in them, or the petites or something like that. I just love it. Dimensions is simple. Welcome each day. That's the bad thing, which one I never get to fix. That's the back stitch, so I have to do something with it. That's actually proof how fabric gone smaller and the back stitch went everywhere. So it's a long stitch and it's really bad. So definitely this one gonna be fixed someday. I decided that I'm gonna be fixing all my stitches, the ones I finished or didn't finish enough. So now you see it looks like a bit not straight, so I have to do something about it. It was pretty much hard to do all them shells because well, the 2 stitches one color, 2 stitches different color. Here looks like snowflakes or something because of the half stitch and the full stitch. But I do like that, and it's welcome each new day, so it's nice. Well, this is not nice. Anyways, I will be fixing that soon enough. This one I participate in Sal on Instagram. That was from Cross Stitch with Luda, gold petites or something like that. It was for 3 months, so I was stitching long, that one. Like, I mean, it looks easy, but it didn't go really easy. It's tight view, I think so it's called. So this was the part where it wasn't easy, and I didn't like the back stitch. Probably it should have been here, not the back stitch as well, but the coaching. I checked so many times, but definitely it wasn't coaching, it was the back stitch. So it looks like I don't know, like not really nice, and it's in 2 strands, so I'd say that would have been better if I did the coaching on them. But it's nice. I like the sea and the summer designs too. I do like the Christmassy ones, but I don't have much. All of them like birds and flowers and something, as I see now. This was Dimensions kit. It was not the gold collection, but I do like the way they turned out. It meant to be on the 14 count Ada, but I chose 32 count even weave, and it looks much better. But over here, actually, them half stitches, they went like, as you see, it's not really straight line, but the fabric itself here got narrow and there got wider, so it looks like that. So funny. Yeah, goldfinch and lilacs, they're lovely. I like that one. I did that one in a week as well. I actually kind of took the challenge from one of the YouTubers there that oh, gold petite we can stitch in a week. So I said, okay, I'm gonna check. So 1 week, and definitely it is. So I have like 52 small dimensions kits. I think so, 52. So 52 weeks, and I would have 52 finishes if I do them straight on, like all week. Now from Luca S, it's nice. I like that. On the video it looks nice, but close up it's not really. The stitches are all on one side, like all to one side, but they look so bad here because of the 3 strands. And the anchor threads, they are not the best for me. I don't really like them. But, well, sure. It's nice. There are some more umbrellas. I was kind of hoping to have them like and stitch them, but I just changed my mind already because of that no backstitch and looking kind of weird and just from really far. French designer Marie-Thérèse Saint-Aubin or something like that, Aubin. I don't know how to pronounce that, but MTSA actually, yeah, MTSA. I do have a couple books from this designer, and this one is one of the, yeah, it's one the first one, the one I did from this designer. That's the French designer. I don't remember if I actually mentioned. I have no idea what's written over there, but I did stitch because it looked nice. And this is Peony, I think so. That's from the big book. I will show my books probably in December. So that book will be in there as well with my stash. It's lovely. I like that one. Now, this birdie, I kind of participated in the first stitching. So the designer actually was looking for someone who would stitch her new design, and I said, okay, I'll do. And I did that in a couple days, like 4 days or something. And I'm pretty much happy how it turned out. I don't know if I'm gonna frame that or just put on some notebook or something. I don't know, I'm not sure, but I do like that. And it was a free chart, and it was a lovely back stitch as you can see over here. So yeah, if I actually glue that on the book as a cover, so it would work. So it would stretch. Even the framing it would stretch, but if I do the pillow, it would look like this, so it wouldn't be nice. So this is from designers as well. It's you can kill me now, I have no idea how it's called in English, but it's some fruit. It's really sweet. It has no seeds inside. But I did stitch that because I was just I don't know, looking for something new, or just decided that I have to stitch what I purchased. So yeah, I did this one. I like him. I might frame it, or it could be on the big massive recipe book as a cover as well. It's nice. Now, wreath, Easter wreath. It's from I think so that was like Hurma or whatever it's called. It's Ksenia Doniova, the designer. It's a Russian designer. This one as well, designer, it's Catherine Corol, I think so. I have no idea. I didn't write down anywhere, so I can't tell you. I can look for some links for designers, but it would take me a while, I'd say, until I find it. I did purchase that like a couple of years ago, so I just don't know where they are now, if they actually do them and sell them still. So yeah, I had a bit of an accident with this one. my daughter dropped a black marker, permanent marker on that, so I had to draw that one. It wasn't here, so I had to do a little bit extra here. Turned out well. It's magnolias, I think so there. Oh, this one I have started 8 years ago. I did stitch like that. All threads are actually chosen by me by just looking at the picture. I'm sorry, but it's probably the worst thing I did before I actually entered all the groups. So I chose the colors from whatever I had, so I just picked the color and I did stitch. And this design was from the magazine, and probably in a couple of days you will see the magazines as well, and you will see on the cover this thing as well. So yeah, that's that. I finished that when I started stitching already from the kits and the proper charts, the ones I purchased online from the independent designers. So, but I did have to finish it because, well, I did like it. So I said, okay, I just do. So yeah, I finished that 4 years ago. I started 8 years ago. The fabric is actually all dirty and everything. That's the pencil, the one that you use just for writing or something. It didn't wash out. That really badly dirty fabric. But I did have in mind that I have to frame it or something, so I left a little bit more space. Well, probably if I washed, so I'll have to wash that somehow with some chemicals already. So here's as well MTSA from the French designers. That's 32 count linen and stitched 1/1 or in some places 2/1. That's that. Oh, that's one of the worst ones as well. That's from China. It's really bad. It's stitched here, like, you know, the way if you do the line and you stitch again, so then the line staying. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do the zigzags and all. So here the zigzag stayed. Here's the white colors, the one probably mixed in some different. So here's something wrong with that. So here all should be white. I don't know, I could stitch that the second time, but it does look nice from really far, but yeah, it's not mine. It's not me anymore, so it's, yeah. I'm keeping it, but never doing that again. No more stitch kits from AliExpress. Never, ever. Now, that's the stitch car as well. Oh, I love this bunny. And I did stitch that in a couple days, and it's lovely. I like it. I had in mind something. I wanted to do like bed cover for my kiddo from all of them. She has like, I don't know, like 20 or something, or even more now. So I thought I'm gonna just stitch them like, you know, like a quilting thing, but I stitched only 2 so far. So that's that. There are some 3/4 stitches in a, it's lovely. It's on a 32 count linen. Now, Elka cross mandala. It's, well, I stitched that 3 years ago and I still haven't finished something. So there are no French knots on eyes of a bird. But it's lovely. I like it. I was thinking maybe pillow or something, but that's the family wellness, I think. So that's how it called. So I don't want to do it as a pillow, but it's still not framed. I do have something in mind as well for frame. So that's him. Now, one of my dreams came true. Dimensions Gold Collection Balloon Glow. I started that one 2 years ago. I had up to half because I was coming back one now and then and stitching. Then I entered that challenge where 500 add on every month. And from this half over here, I finished in 3 weeks. So obviously I could have done that in a couple months, no problem, but I just kept putting away. So this thing, when I started finishing everything, whatever I have started, made me to make up my mind, like to stitch what I have and not to start anything else. But again, I entered the challenge Stitch from Stash, where I had to start something every month. I hope I will not be able to start anything else, like, you know, I will be able to stop entering all the challenges and just finish what I have. So I have a lot of whips, and I didn't show them all. I just decided that I'm gonna be stitching them and I'll be showing them. So this finish actually made me stop starting anything new. I love them. I didn't frame it yet, and as you see, dimensions, I have a lot done and will be some more. So yeah, it's a gold collection. That's I don't know how many I finished, 5 maybe or 6, the big ones. So yeah, lovely. There's one more Dimensions Gold Collection. I changed the fabric for that one. It's 16 count, not 14. It's Coral Peonies, I think so that's called. Peonies or whatever its pronunciation is. I love that. I did stitch that like in 30 days. And it went like really easy for me. Like I just couldn't stop stitching it. I like that. Now, finished this one last year. That's something with the shells as well. That's Dimensions kit. It was pretty much easy. I was just putting away for some time. I stitch a little bit, then putting away, stitch a little bit, then putting away. But as I sit down, so it goes really quick. So that's this. Dimensions Gold Collection. Enchanted Ornament Stocking. I didn't finish it. I'm kind of waiting for the one I stitched for my partner. So I said, okay, I'm just gonna wait with this one, and then I'll do them after I finish another one. So I have this and 2 more finished from Dimensions Gold Collection. So as you see, one finished without the name. So that's Victorian bear stocking, and Santa slave ride or something like that. That's the stockings. They actually done. So that's my daughter's. That's probably will be for a cat. So they are 2 years already. Each year they on the beside the fireplace. So I will have 4. I'm stitching one snowman and friend stocking from Dimensions for my man. So I have a lot, but it's actually rolled on the frame, so I can't show the progress, but it's more than half done already. So I finished that one as well. It took me 2 years until I finished because it went like really hard for me. So I don't know why, but then I just went as well. Like, I don't know why. I start really quickly. I move up to half or even a little bit more than half, like really slowly. And then to finish it, for me, it just takes a couple days or a week or something. So yeah, I don't know what's going on with my whips, because I am quick to start, but in the middle I just can't stitch. So that's that from Dimensions. That's the Jardin Privé Eiffel Quacker. I don't know why I cut fabric like this, but it's like that. Anyways, if I frame it, so it will be all covered. So I might cut off here as well for some bookmarks or something. Finished this last year as well. I was stitching bit by bit just for the sal, just to show something. But I did add on some colors, so it's this color here and this color here, they will add on. So here, like, I decided that I want the red heart, so yeah. Isabelle Wautier, Arman. It was just a little bit of fabric left, so I decided that I'm not gonna stitch anything small. I decided that, yeah, I'm just gonna cut, not cut, just put that. I counted, it was enough. I have in mind wide, old fashioned frame for it, probably wooden one, and to hang that with all my summery or beach designs, the ones I'm gonna stitch later on. I have a book from her, but it's in Lithuania. My friend has it. She wanted something to stitch, so I sent it to her. So I do have a book. It's kind of like a magazine more. So it has a lot of lovely designs. So I decided that I'm gonna wait until she finishes whatever she wants, and then I get it back and stitch more. So that's Armand. That's the French lighthouse, the ones that's in the sea, and it has a really bad legends about it, like about itself, like people dying there and so on. Nobody wants to work in there and so on. Ekaterina Volkova, I have peaches done with that. From that I have grapes started, and I have Light of Soul started as well. So the grapes actually gone to the box, all the threads and everything. I'm not gonna do that because it's really hard, and some places just annoying designs. I mean, like when you stitching, it's just annoying with all them 3/4 of stitches, and probably they would have gone okay without them. Like designs from Dimensions, they don't have anything like that, and less colors, less blends, and backstitch as well. This one is pretty much simple backstitch. It was like 7 or something colors, but the grapes have like 20, has like 21, and the peaches were 21 as well, colors of the backstitch. So I just decided that I will take a rest from these designs. I do have a lot, but I will take a rest definitely. So that's the gooseberries. I do like them. I had that in 10 starts, and that was my first finishes from them, first finish from them. Some of them 10 starts won't be finished like ever. So I'm pretty much happy that I do have this one done. It's on the linen. It looks like that. A lot of small them stitches, so it's hard to do these designs. Now saw the stitch them ice cream cats. Yeah, well, you know exactly that I do like saw the stitch, and probably not even sweet bears will be stitched. Like it will be definitely much more designs. So that's that. I actually like them ice cream ladies, the ones have ice cream on their heads as well. I want them, and I want the ballerinas as well. I want the Little Mermaid design from 5 as well. I have some samplers and everything. Like, oh my god, I want to stitch everything from Soda. This one now, it was finished, but I destroyed it. I ironed, and I had beads and sequins stitched with some thread, the one melted when I ironed, so I took out all the beads and all the sequences of it, and I was thinking maybe to stitch that again. It went really easy. It's black work and it's from ISI Designs, so it's easy. They do have a lot of designs that I like, but I don't know what to do with the sequence there and the beads, because well, that's what happened. Now you can see the threads here, the ones still there, like from them beads. I do like it like this as well, without any other stuff, but a lot of beads here and sequins, and they're lovely, so I might finish it. Maybe I'll just stitch a new one, because I don't really like the edge here. I did make some mistakes, but well, you can see it's black work, so that's that. And that's the biggest one I have. I finished that this year already, so you've seen that in the English videos. Actually, I started recording English videos with this one, so yeah, that's Leonard. It's a huge one, and I put some smallies. That's dimensions as well. That's on a plastic canvas, and that's the Christmas tree decorations. I like them. I do like all of them, except the ones that look like disaster from when you go up close. I don't really like the designs when you go, you have to take the couple steps back just to see what's in them. I like when you put design up close, it looks much better than from couple steps back. So that's that, and that's that. I think I showed everything from my not framed ones. I do have 2 Rioles done. That would be 2 horses. Then I have from French designers, I have a key I made as a key thing there, but I can't show because my man actually glued to the wall. Then I do have them peaches as well. They framed in here. I have something stitched from magazines framed as well, but it's really hard to film them because well, it's glass in them. I don't want to take out the glass for recording a video, so it's just hard work. So I might show them one day when I'll have some time, but it will be a bad video because it will be trembling everywhere. Probably gonna get seasick or something. So everything I have stitched here, you can see some of them gone to Lithuania. Some of them I'm waiting for framing because it's really bad here with framing in Ireland. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might. Oh, by the way, this design I was hoping to make the pillow for my kiddo. So yeah, some of them gonna be as pillows. Some of them are gonna be as some Christmas decorations or so on. I do have a lot of stockings as well for my fireplace to do. So yeah, I'll be busy. I will be showing you everything as well, and I might show all my whips, but it's just a hard work to do because I have like 16 frames and all of them taken, so it's hard because I don't really have previews of all of them. I have just printed previews because some of them are from independent designers, so you know, to print the picture it's just a lot of ink to use and so on. And anyway, I'm gonna have a picture stitched, so yeah. I'm talking a lot today. It will be a long video, and it's enough for today, I'd say. So you heard my plans already for next week, and wait for my Stitch from Stash video with the magazines. It will be a long one as well, and it will be a start there. And I see you in the next videos then. Bye bye everyone.